I'm right here, right now, kind of good.
There she is, Billie Joe Jones joins us in studio today on KBEAR 92.3. It's Right Now, Kind of Girl. Thanks for making the trip all the way up here.
Thank you for having
Appreciate
me.
it. Tell me about that single. It's doing really, really well. I hear you're topping the Texas Internet chart right now.
Yes. I'm number 1 on the Texas Internet radio chart right now.
And I think you're closing in on the top 30 on the T3R chart as well.
Yes, super excited. I love it. I love it.
Right Now, Kind of Girl. Tell me a little bit about that tune. I know you are a songwriter.
Yes.
And you've written a lot of songs that we've heard before, but this is one that came to you from somewhere else.
Yes. So this song, actually did not write this one, but so the owner of my label that I'm on, his name is Lynn Snow. He's wrote some really great hits. And when he met me a year and a half ago, he's like, "Oh my gosh, I have a song for you that I wrote a couple of years ago." He actually wrote it for his fiance because she's exactly the same way. And so when I heard it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this song is me." Like I want things, right here, right now. I like to be in control. I don't like to play games and lose. So it's definitely me. So when I heard it, I was like, I got to have the song. We got to go record it. So,
yeah, it's cool that you connected so quickly to it. That's
I loved
awesome.
it. The moment I heard it, I was like, I got to have it.
Billie Joe Jones joins us in studio, and you can also join us on the KBEAR Facebook page right now. If you have any questions or want to make any comments, go ahead and type those in, and we'll flash those up on the screen too if you're joining us that way. So give us the scoop. You're from the Dallas, Texas area. Is that right?
I was born in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually raised in Emory, Texas, which is a really small town in East Texas. And so that's where I grew up. And then I moved about 20 minutes down the road to an even smaller town called Grand Saline, Texas. And that's where I live now. So
tell me about Emory and Grand Saline.
Emory, Texas.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. It's just a super small town. I still go play there. We played a huge New Year's Eve show there last month. And so it was awesome. I love it. I love to go back and visit and yeah. And then Grand Saline, that's where you get all your salt from. The salt mine is right there in Grand Saline. So Morton Salt. So we're known for that. And we have random people that come to Grand Saline and they have this big old salt rock set up in the middle of town and people lick the salt rock.
Really?
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I've never done that, but
that doesn't.
The tourist people will come and do that, and I'm like, I don't know why, but I feel like that's just not very sanitary.
Lick the salt block, just like everybody else that has come through town for the last however many years.
They did finally replace it with a new one.
Recently. Well, you would think it would get smaller over time.
It did from people. Yeah, I guess.
Oh man.
That's just so weird.
I think you should write a song about that.
I should. I'm going to leave here today. I'm going to write that. That's awesome.
On the way to the next radio stop. Speaking of that, you are on a radio tour.
I am.
Crossing several states, I think.
Yes, I went from Texas to Louisiana, through Arkansas to Oklahoma to Kansas, now in Nebraska, and then I go back down and make several more stops back down to Texas. So
very good. Well, awesome. Thanks for including us.
On the stop. I'm excited.
We appreciate that.
Never been to Nebraska before, so this is awesome.
Billie Joe Jones joins us in studio here at KBEAR 92.3, and she's going to play a song for us coming up here in just a little bit. What kind of role did your hometown, or maybe the town where you live now, play in your music? Is that where you got your start?
It is. So I was actually raised by my grandparents, and so they had me since I was 1, and I grew up making them listen to me in the living room, and they had to clap and cheer for me when I was like 4 and 5 years old. And then I went to Rains High School in Emory, Texas, and that's where I started singing in the choir. I sang at church, some little local Opries around there, and then I started singing the national anthem for our basketball games. And then my superintendent, David Seago, never forget this, he got me to sing the national anthem for the girls' state basketball playoffs in Austin. Which was just huge for, 15, 16, 17-year-old me. I got to do that every year until I graduated. And I really feel like that's kind of what led me to be able to sing the national anthem at like the Texas Rangers games, because I've done that a few times.
That's
and
cool.
Pro rodeos. And so it's been awesome. It's all these little moments that just kind of lead up to the bigger moments that are coming later in life. So Emory, Texas was pretty amazing for me.
What's on your bucket list? Where do you want to perform?
Oh man. So I guess my biggest thing that I'm really been working for the past few years, I want to sing the national anthem for the NFR in Vegas. That's one of my ultimate goals. Of course, my lifelong dream that my grandparents and I have had, they're now 89 and 85 years old, and they still go with me to a bunch of my shows, whenever they can. I drag them around everywhere, but I want to play the Grand Ole Opry. That's the ultimate goal for me.
Wish you the best of luck on
Thank
that. I
you.
think you'll get
Thank
there.
you.
You've had a lot of success and are kind of breaking new ground with this single, Right Now Kind of Girl, that we just played.
Yes.
You're promoting it not only to the Texas scene, but nationwide.
Yes.
And I believe you're going to have the chance to get in front of radio programmers from all across the country here in a few weeks.
I am. I get to perform at CRS, which is Country Radio Seminar in Nashville. So I'll be there the end of February, and that's gonna be awesome. Like it's a little nerve wracking. I'm gonna be honest, it's a little nerve wracking, but I have about 15 to 20 minutes to really make an impression on everyone, and I'm ready for it. And I've got my producer is actually Dolly Parton's producer, Mr. Kent Wells. He's actually going to come play the guitar with me for that. So that's going to be
very
pretty
good.
awesome. Like
another reason why I'm glad you came here today.
Yes.
I've been to CRS for the last dozen or so years in a row, but I'm not going to make it
You're
this year.
You're not going to be there this year?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no.
I'm already having FOMO.
Oh, no.
Already.
Already.
And I know I've seen you on the red carpet at the T3R Awards,
Yes.
and that's coming up in March again in Arlington, Texas, too. But you brought your guitar with us. Would you mind sharing another song with us while we've got you here in studio?
I sure will.
What are you going to pick out for us?
So I'm going to do, it's probably my new favorite song to play that I wrote. I wrote this one with Lynn Snow. It's called Can't Take Keith Whitley Tonight. So it's going to be on the new album that we have coming out. Our goal is to have it out by June. So I've got my first ever country album will be out by June. So this will be one of them.
We might talk more about that coming up as Billie Joe Jones joins us in studio.
I'd rather listen to a stranger talk about the things that he's done wrong that brought him here. I'd rather shoot another game of pool, shoot tequila and act a fool, than crown my beer. What I need is a fast song. I'm not over you, he got that part wrong. What I see when I don't close my eyes is I can't take it Whitley tonight. No, not tonight. I'd rather twirl around this floor and then twirl a little more with someone new. And please don't blame me, my name's not Amy, I'm just a lonely fool. What I need is a fast song. I'm not over you, he got that part wrong. What I see when I don't close my eyes is I can't take it Whitley tonight. No, not tonight. I need my time, and I mean now, before he sings the next verse and I start crying out loud. What I need is a fast song. I'm not over you, he got that part wrong. What I see when I don't close my eyes is I can't take it Whitley tonight. No, not tonight. No, not tonight.
Yes, indeed. Billie Joe Jones joins us in studios. I like that. We need to get you to come around more often.
Yes,
play us some music. That would be awesome. By the way, Jerry Phillips says congrats on the number one. Jerry joining us on Facebook from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Awesome.
this morning. So you said you're working on your first full album.
I am.
Talk a little bit about that project and the process.
It's been, oh my goodness, I'm excited. So, I mean, I've been singing and playing music my whole life, but everything's just kind of fallen into place and really picking up the last few years. And I've got a really great team behind me, and so we've been writing a lot of really great songs, and we've got 6 recorded so far. And I'm going back into the studio when I go back to Nashville the end of February. We've got 3 more to lay down. So I think we'll probably have 10 to 12 songs on this country album. So I'm super excited.
Fantastic.
It's going to be awesome.
We'll be looking for that in June from Billie Joe Jones. And for people to find more information on you or to track you, find out where you're going to be playing, where can they do that?
So you can go to BillieJoJones.com. It's BILLIEJO Jones.com. And you can find my whole schedule on there. I play shows every weekend all over. My goal for this year is to play a lot more full band shows. So we've got several of those already in the works, and a lot not even in Texas, which is cool. So I'm excited to get out there and travel more and play a lot more shows for y'all. So check me out, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that good stuff.
I'm excited. It's growing for you.
Yes,
thank you for coming and sharing a song with us today. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
I know you're headed to Norfolk, Nebraska next. Yeah. Any other big events coming up other than we talked about CRS and T3R awards?
Yes, I'm actually, I forgot, I'm top 8 in the Jack Ingram singer-songwriter competition.
Oh,
it's
nice.
Called TX Songwriter U.
Yeah.
So I will be in Austin February 11th through the 14th, getting to hang out with Jack Ingram. We're playing a show at the Saxon Pub in Austin, Texas.
How does that contest work?
So I had to send in 2 songs, and everybody from all over sent in 2 songs, and then they pick 8 people to be in this. It's kind of like we've already like all won the contest, but then we're also fighting for the number 1 like writer out of the 8. So like they're just going to be listening and watching us through this whole process. We're going to get to write with each other, which is going to be really cool. A lot of songwriting. We'll get to sit down and talk with Jack Ingram and Liz Rose, and oh my gosh, the other lady, I can't think of her name, and she's one of my favorites, but she wrote "Heart Like a Truck" for Lainey Wilson. She'll be there. So it's going to be Tranny Anderson. That's her name. It's going to be awesome. We just kind of get to all sit and hang out, and we get to, we're staying at a private ranch near, or about an hour, towards Fredericksburg from Austin. So it's going to be awesome.
There might be some songs that come out of that for the next album.
I know.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I know. It'd be awesome.
That'd be good. Billie, thank you so much.
Yes,
appreciate you dropping by.
Thank you.
Billie Joe Jones joins us today on KBEAR 92.3 Wild Country.